this gets really dark at night. This little area here. Construction. Oh no, checkpoint. Where's the cop? Oh, it's up there. Road work ahead. Second gear. This thing keeps collapsing, so they have to rebuild it. That whole wall, they've been working on it. I guess there's a lot of mudslides and it destroys the road. It's a constant battle here. If you're on a motorcycle, you have to keep hitting your brakes here. I remember when I rode here like 10 years ago, I had to use the front and the back brakes because it's so steep here. But the car, I just put it in second gear. The kids play on the highway here. Actually, I bought some Jollibee for my kids. There's a new Jollibee in Naval now. In English, it's pronounced naval, like the Navy. And everybody here loves Jollibee. I got a Jollibee Chicken Joy bucket of 8 pieces. They have Jollibee in the United States also. The most recent Jollibee I've been to is in Houston, Texas. I just wanted to see what it looked like there. But it's real expensive there, like everything in America. There's another collapse of some kind of mountainous. Big rocks, real big rocks. They asphalted the gullies here where it's real low. They asphalted it, I think, because that helps protect the concrete during rainy season. That's smart. They did really good with the roads here, actually. Now this is ever since I first come here, this has always been under construction. There's always like a erosion. You see how they use the metal? And that's like they have to backfill it with dirt and then probably rebuild the wall. There's a wall there. Rebuild that wall and then backfill it with dirt after all the side of the mountain collapses. You can see the road here. It's all cracked up. Remember when my son was about to be born in 2012, it was always a single lane right there, because you see this, that whole thing just falls in. during the rainy season. The dirt is kind of weak, so it just likes to fall in, and the road goes with it. So they have to, backfill it, repave it, and then rebuild the wall, that retaining wall that holds it. Like they got one here, as you see. This one looks like it's okay. You saw the one back there. They had to do something to the entire mountain because the wall is just not strong enough to support all that dirt. See these huge mountains here, and it's so green and lush here. It just rains so much, and the volcanic soil and the rain combined, it's like a green tropical paradise. Oh, and there's the ocean. You see the ocean down there? We're on an island, and we're like at the top of the island, like at the highest elevation that you can get by car, unless you want to go climb a mountain. There's one. There's a bunch of volcanoes here. There's a water buffalo. That little guy on the road right there. And they use those as work animals. They pull plows. It's like a beautiful vacation. If you ever wanted to come to the Philippines, this would be a beautiful vacation. There's not many hotels on this side of the island. The hotels are in Naval. It'd be nice if you would rent a car or a van, possibly in Tacloban. It's about 3 hours from here, and then just drive here, and then you can look at the island yourself. They have something called Tinaga Falls here. It's a waterfall area. Those kids, you see those are all kids. Those kids are like 10 years old, and they're just riding the trike by themselves with no parents. That's how they do it in the Philippines. See the ocean down there? It's just so beautiful. It's an idyllic paradise. So you could get your lodging in Naval. I stayed at Marvin's Seaside Resort. That's like the best accommodations in Naval or Naval. It's got hot water and AC and everything there. It's also got a pool. I paid 2,000 pesos per night, but if you look on Google, it'll say 4,000 pesos, which is like $80, which is insane. But that's for people who are going to hotels.com and booking.com. They're going to get the high rate. But whereas you're just walking in, you can get 2,000 pesos a night. So what I'm paying is like $36 a night compared to somebody who just arrived from the United States and they don't know the price here. They're going to pay $80. There's another. That's a Mitsubishi Montero. They like Signal here. That's the satellite service. Everybody has a little satellite dish because they don't run cable all the way out here. So you just go to Signal, you get a satellite dish, and that could be your cable, and you'd have cable TV, and I think internet too. I think they do cable and internet. Signal's owned by PLDT, which is a landline phone company here. That's what people, you can watch HBO out here in the province with Signal. And they have electricity, of course. It's pretty expensive rate for electricity out here. The most expensive thing you could have is, there's a cafe there. So they're getting stuff. I should have probably filmed that, huh? It's called Tani's Cafe. They have, of course, coffee and stuff like that. And it's a good little business. And if you're on a cross-country excursion, you can just stop there for coffee. The most expensive thing here for electricity would be your... Oh, we're here already? Wow, that's so fast. I used to remember that it took like an hour to get here by motorcycle back in the day. That's probably because I was going slow. But in the car, it's so fast in the car. Okay, so here's the sign. I'm going to Binohangan. Binohangan. That's how you say it. And that's in the municipality of Biliran. There's a police officer there. I don't want to film him. But they have cops stationed now. Back in the day, they didn't have police like that. But they do have police stationed now. But when I came here 10 years ago, there was no cops. You're on your own. But I guess they probably had some crime, so they made it a policy that the cops can't sit in the office all day like they do in Angeles City. They just sit all day and get fat. But over here in the province, they say, hey, you got to be stationed over here. We need, in case something happens, we need a cop there. The nearest, headquarters for the police here would probably be Biliran, which is the municipality. Not even sure if I'm going the right way. I've ridden this route like 10 years ago many times by motorcycle, and I think I kind of know it. This is the circumferential road. It's a circumference, the circle or circumference of Biliran, because we're on an island. So this goes all the way around the island, and as you see, it's 4 lanes. Nice. It's a nice road. Probably costs a lot of money to build these things. And next, the infrastructure is nice here, the bridges and the roads. There's a nice 2-lane bridge. This is where they have the rush. They have floodwaters that rush through there that damage the bridge sometimes. And that goes to the sea, I believe, like most rivers. Mostly you'll see motorcycles and trikes out here. There's a couple of new cars now. I guess people decided they'd retire out here. And that might be the road that I'm supposed to go on. I think I just passed it. That's all new. That's brand new. But for foreigners, I don't know if I want to live out here as a foreigner. But if you're a foreigner, maybe you'd be better off living in Naval or Naval, the main city. It's probably a lot safer there, and there's more amenities. But out here in the province, you can come visit and stuff, but I don't know about living here. You're actually far from hospital and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, you're like kind of rare out here. If you leave Naval and you go to Binohangan, you're like a rarity. Especially if you're driving out here in a car. So this is a single lane, so I don't know how I can even get through here. Yeah, I've been here on a motorcycle before, but it's still the same width. I think they probably know me by now, because I came here 10 years ago. Actually, I lived here for a month. I hooked Angie's parents' place up with satellite TV, and I bought them a new TV and everything, and with the roof kept leaking, and it destroyed the TV. So we're actually going directly to the ocean right now. So if you kept going and going and going, you'd actually be in the ocean with this Toyota. I'm driving my Toyota right now. This is like a Toyota 4Runner for the people in the USA, 4Runner. And the cousin of that 4Runner is a Fortuner. So it's diesel. This is a diesel Fortuner. And so basically 4Runner, and can seat 7 people and has 3 rows of seats. And it's like perfect for off-roading because it's a body-on-frame construction, and also it's really efficient because it has a diesel engine. It's a 4-cylinder, 2.4 liter turbo diesel. And it's good for families because you can put 7 people. It has a cargo area at the back. The third row folds up vertically, and it's like a Land Cruiser. If you've ever seen a Land Cruiser, it's the third row folds up vertically like that. And there's a chicken there because they love their... Well, that's a rooster, but I can't say the other word for it. Maybe YouTube doesn't like the other word for rooster. Okay. This is a single lane road. I've driven on this in my Toyota Camry back in the day. The people here are really nice. They'll give way and stuff. And mostly they have a motorcycle. So obviously 2 cars could not fit here. But they see the grass. They did pull off in the grass and let you by. There's a water buffalo. He's plowing stuff, I think. No, he's just having a break. He's the work animal. He's like a tractor almost. He's a tractor that can walk. He's muddy. Hello. What's going on? See the mountain back there? That's a beautiful view. It's like a postcard almost. Yeah, I have to do it in. I should do it in landscape mode, but I'm already in vertical, so I'm driving. I gotta hold the phone. Oh, sheesh! I lost control of it. It's not easy to film and drive at the same time. You just got to do one-handed. These are rice farms. They got water in it. They got to keep them wet, and then they harvest it at some point. That's like the business here, is farming rice. And then they have a mill. The mill is over here on the left. It's that building on the left. We definitely don't want to go off the side of this. You see the drop off on it. It's pretty deep street. Oh, they're going to make it wider. See the rocks? So they're going to make this wider, it looks like. I think they're going to expand this. Not many, very few vehicles like this go down here. It's all motorcycle. 2 wheels. Oh, yeah, they're making it wider. Oh, I see. Yeah, they are making it wider. This is all new right there. That's like an improvement. I'll let this guy pass. He's on a motorcycle. This let him past. Yeah, I don't. He probably doesn't want to wait on me. I don't know what that is. No, that's not the mill. That's maybe somebody's house. I don't know. So we're going to Binohangan. It's down the street. They're making it wider. Hey, that's nice. I guess it's enough room for a car and a motorcycle now. That one looks like they have to harvest it. Oh yeah, this is really narrow. They got street lights too, see? I think it's probably pitch dark here at night. Ooh. Can I fit or not? Is it like a tree stump? Yeah, I don't want to fall into this thing. I'll be stuck here and have to get a tow truck. Oh yeah, they're just pulling these trees out, stumps. On the right side I'd probably be okay if I fell in. Yeah, I could get out of this. But if I fell into that, yeah, I'm definitely not getting out of there. Yeah, they're going to make it wider. They get the rocks already. Yeah, my wife, Angie, she fell off the motorcycle here like many years ago because they like to put when the rice is done, they have to put it on the road to dry it. The sun will dry it. They put it on the concrete. And so the motorcycles drive through the rice as it's drying. So it's slippery on a motorcycle. You can lose control and slide. So whenever you're on the curve, you have to really go slow, or else you'll fall off the bike. But right now there's not harvest because there's no rice in the road, so they're not harvesting any now. That's the mill right there, I think. That's where I parked my car last time. Yeah. Oh well. Well, it looks like I don't have much parking here. There's an elementary school. Maybe I can park it there. Or by the ocean. Hopefully the ocean doesn't take the car away. The kid wants me to stop, I think. There she is. They don't see. Hello. She said she consents to be on YouTube. I probably shouldn't record too much, but people probably don't like their house recorded. But Google has actually been here before, so this stuff is all on Google Street View, on Google Maps Street View. You can see all this. The Google car came through here. It's a little Honda, and yeah. Anyway, these bikes are the taxis. Those 3 motorcycles, if you saw those bikes, those are the taxis. They provide service. Okay. Okay, so I'm here already. I guess it's somebody who's waiting for me. Okay, I'll see you guys later.